What's poppin', y'all? I frequently love being proven wrong. It doesn't happen very often, but, if my guess is that an artist hasn't been performing well and may not perform well in the future, which I never said in this Glorilla case, which we're going to talk about today. I did say, yo, what's been going on with Glorilla? Like, she seems like she's fallen off. I said this around February 9th. I don't remember the exact tweet, but I said something about like her falling off, like what's going on. I'm not going to look up the tweet because while I will admit that I am wrong anytime that's necessary, I'm not going to put it up on a Jumbotron and spend a couple of minutes trying to find the tweet. Come on, you can do that yourself. So I was a little bit concerned with Glorilla. There were also narratives that other people were spreading that, Sexy Red is taking Glorilla's wave, and they had some merit. Like, the theory had some merit, right? However, Sexy Red's been in the game now for, a year plus? Yeah, I would say she's been hot for a year or more. And Glorilla now has come back with multiple hits. She just got off tour. I think she was on tour with Megan Thee Stallion. Was she her opener? Correct me if I'm wrong. I know we're going to get ladies in here. We have a couple of female viewers in general, but women come as like passerbys on certain topics when we're talking about female rappers, which is understandable. They're paying more attention to this. Like if I talk about male rappers, there will likely be more males in here. So with Glorilla right now, the biggest impact we've seen is Rihanna co-signing her track. So there was a video clip of A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. A$AP Rocky had like a tie on, like it was an A$AP Og tie. I don't know, he had on this fit that was out of the ordinary, which is normal for A$AP Rocky. And then Rihanna was dancing to the song, I think it was TGIF? I believe that was the song. She was dancing to a Glorilla song, which is a huge look. I mean, Rihanna doesn't really do too much on social media, especially when it comes to video footage of her. So for her to be dancing around to a song, or dancing along to a song, singing the lyrics with A$AP Rocky in it as well, and it's a Glorilla song, that's a big look. Now, how did that look end up happening? I don't know, but it doesn't matter how it ended up happening, whether it was somewhat orchestrated or not, because Glorilla, that's not the only song that Glorilla's had that's been popping as of late in the past several months, and simultaneously with this new song that just dropped, TGIF, which debuted at number 47 on the charts. Good debut already. On top of that, it's not like she was just listening to the song. There was a post on IG that I put out, at helloyassine, follow me on there, where Rihanna DM'd her and said, "You got all summer, sis. I know this wild hypocritical, but when the album dropped." So she's anticipating the album. Glorilla reposts this, and she tags the TGIF song. What do you call that? The sound? Yeah, we'll call it the sound. I know that's what it's called on TikTok, but I don't know if that's the same on Instagram. So she tags that sound. So it's for that song. Song debuts at number 47. Big deal. But not only that, Glorilla's had two other songs that have been on the charts. I remember when I put out that tweet, there were a couple of you guys, shout out to you guys, that were saying, yo, yeah, Glow is starting to take off, man. You should pay attention to that. Keep in mind, yeah, Glow's been on the charts for 20 weeks now. If we wind back 20 weeks, 4 weeks per month, that's about 5 months. I sent out my tweet February. That's pretty much 5 months ago. So whoever called that was a good call on your part, because while Yeah Glow peaked at number 28, it's at number 32 right now as I'm recording this. We don't know what'll happen. Like, the chart will change because it's going to be Monday or Tuesday by the time this gets put out. So for her to spend 20 weeks on the charts, that means it's not something that just hit and fell off. It's been a song that's slowly growing, organically or not, but organically people are messing with this as well. There's a mix of promotion, as there should be. So Yeah Glow, that song's doing great. Top 40. So it's not even like, oh, this is like 87 on the charts and people aren't really paying attention to it. No, people are paying attention to this song. They're enjoying this song. They're talking about this song. And they were telling me about this song 5 months ago, right before it charted. And I think this was the beginning of the Glorilla real comeback to the mainstream, because she has another song that's charting higher that's been on the charts for 12 weeks. So about 3 months, that peaked at number 11, which is Wannabe, which is Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion. They both got a song here. This one's at 26 right now. It was at 25 the week before. So another top 40 song. Yeah, this isn't no top 10. It got close to the top 10. It was at number 11. But she's cooking on this song too. And keep in mind, remember when Glorilla initially came into the game? A lot of what was surrounding her was shock factor, like, yo, she's acting like this. If you guys remember the first music video, you had like pregnant chicks out there holding a kid. I don't know if the pregnant chicks were drinking, but it was you were looking at it like, whoa, this is insane. Sexy Red, she's taken that to the next level, And I think she needs that for her music more than Glorilla, because now that expectation is on her. Glorilla got a bunch of different body modifications, and there were criticisms made towards her saying, hey, Glorilla's music isn't like music. She's not the artist that's to be thirsted over, which I don't see what that has to do with her making body modifications, because if guys that listen to her music weren't thirsting over her before and they like the music, her making body modifications, that wouldn't make them like the music any less, unless they changed up the music style similar to what they did with Coi Leray. And they made Glorilla do like what? I don't even know what they would have her do. Like what, singing song? Like people thirst over Ice Spice, and she doesn't even really make that type of music. She just makes music that really anybody could listen to. I don't enjoy most of it. So I don't see how that was a good criticism of Glorilla. I think she did that for herself. I don't think anybody urged her to do those things. Now, do body modifications assist in a female fan base? I have no idea. I don't think so. And even if they did, I don't think that women would admit it. Kind of like how guys don't admit that, oh yeah, this rapper kills people, that's why you like him more. They'll be like, nah, it's because of his music, blah, blah, blah. We know the truth. Yeah, you like him because he killed people, and it makes the music more believable. Although, that's not a one-to-one comparison for a body modification, because those are two different things. But the point behind that is not it being a one-to-one comparison. The comparison is people lying or not telling the truth, or maybe even convincing themselves otherwise of an aspect that may be seen as embarrassing if they admit that they like an artist more because they did that. So Glorilla hasn't had any type of like, quote unquote, ratchet things going on. She got arrested and there was some footage that came out, some body cam footage, which it's never great. You never want to have your stuff put out when you were in that situation. Lil Baby had a similar situation happen, but it wasn't anything embarrassing. She got pulled over. She, did the whole test thing, the field test. I would say she was hassled. The funniest moment was she was like, oh, you don't know who I am? And she's like, no, I don't. So that's always a funny moment we see. But yeah, Glorilla was probably a little slizzard. I definitely don't support drunk driving. I don't know if she got a charge for that. She had a mugshot, which was pretty funny. But other than that, Glorilla's gotten all of this attention based on her music, based on the quality of the music. It wasn't even a music video that people are like, yo, look at the visuals to this. So I think Glorilla's in a better position than Sexy Red, and Sexy Red having taken the whole, I need to become more and more degenerate in terms of like the most recent saga is Sexy Red going back and forth with King Von's sister over who wants Chief Keef more. Like if that's what Glorilla had to keep competing with, she's probably happier now that she doesn't have to do all that nonsense. And if we take a look at the charts, Sexy Red has had more big features than Glorilla. Like she's had Drake, right? She's had Get It Sexy, which is 42 on the charts, below two songs, the Megan Thee Stallion, the song that Glorilla has with Megan Thee Stallion, and Yeah Glow. So that song is below both of those. And she also has You My Everything. So she's got two songs on the charts. She just recently released a project. You My Everything has a Drake feature on it, and it's charting below every single Glorilla song on here. So is Sexy Red really outperforming Glorilla when we take a look at even the numbers? Yeah, maybe she's getting talked about more, but this is all about music at the end of the day. Even if you get talked about for your antics, if your music doesn't match up to it, then being talked about is worthless. So shout out to Glorilla. Hey, she really brought things back. She can't say she's fallen off now. She's got another hit on her hands. 3 songs on the charts. That's outrageously impressive. And keep in mind, TGIF is the only one that just got on the charts. So it's been on the charts for a week. You got to give it a couple weeks. It could fall off, but a song that's debuting, especially after Rihanna gives it a cosign, they're going to be pushing this song a lot more. Glorilla's probably going to be doing a lot of performances since that tour is over. So she's probably going to be doing shows left and right, and we're going to be hearing a lot more from her. So we got to give it up for Glorilla. She's killing the game. She doesn't really have to rely on any antics right now. The only things we've seen of Glorilla is she's behaving properly. So if we're looking at it like, hey, Glorilla got into this industry, sure, she was a little rough around the edges in the beginning, but I never seen her do anything disrespectful. We never see her fighting out in the streets, fighting in airports like Sexy Red was doing. Sexy Red's fighting in airports, getting Drake features, fighting over with King Von's sister over Chief Keef. She got a song with Chief Keef too, and she can't match up to what Glorilla's doing, at least as of now. So yeah, shout out to Glorilla. Hope she continues to do her thing. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.